From being a bus driver, driving the same routes every single day, to the long hours and stress of being a health professional, we take a look at 10 of the most depressing jobs in the world. Number 10. Education, 10.1%. Teachers are faced with a number of problems to face each and every day. Problem students, overflowing classrooms, take-home work, long hours, and parent relations are all potential stress factors. Teaching is commonly believed to be one of the most rewarding professions to go into, though making it one of those jobs with significant peaks and troughs. In addition to the many overarching hurdles educators face, teachers must also attempt to create fun and enriching lessons with very few resources and rising budget cuts. Many new teachers are happier with their chosen profession, but can become quickly disillusioned. Number 9. Engineering, 10.9%. Engineering is one of the most difficult and stressful degrees to obtain in the first place, calling for long hours of studying, practical coursework, and test-taking. The concepts are challenging and ever-evolving, and all this may not even lead to a job. In addition to this, engineering students have a higher rate of suicide than other majors. It is still a very high-paying career if one manages to secure a job doing it and has opportunities for advancement and varied roles within the profession. Number 8. Healthcare, 11.5%. Healthcare workers, including doctors, nurses, and therapists, are constantly providing fundamental services to the public. They take on a wide range of patients with many different problems and personalities. In addition to this, healthcare workers are usually overworked. Doctors and nurses especially are used too long, often irregular hours, which means little sleep and even less personal time. Couple this with the fact that these professions literally save lives and anxiety levels are necessarily high. Number 7. Publishing, 12.3%. Publishing may seem like an oddball on this list, but not when it's viewed as a whole industry. Publishers work with the public. It includes the stages of publishing like marketing, distribution, development, and design. This competitive line of work also includes dealing with all forms of media, as everything must be online as well. Publishers are not going to be getting that physical activity that's a feature of happier jobs. They also typically work for others and not for themselves, which may be one of the main reasons it is on the list of most depressing jobs. Number 6. Legal services, 13.7%. It may seem like a sweet deal to get a job in the legal service industry, as it's one of those career paths that almost guarantee a lot of money. However, those who work in the industry are not always happy about their day job. Legal services is a broad term that includes many different jobs, but they have one thing in common: working with the public. Often working long hours to suit the customer's needs. Jobs in this area can be taxing and take a toll on mental health. Anything to do with legal expertise is certainly not going to take place outside, so there will be plenty of office work and not a lot of personal time. Number 5. Personal services, 14.4%. Personal services is another broad industry that involves many different kinds of jobs. These jobs deliver services instead of goods. So that means, yes, these people deal with the public. Jobs may include advice and discussion such as consulting. Those in the personal service industry do not focus on the personal, but instead try and help people with a number of different needs and issues. Number 4. Manufacturing, 14.4%. Tedium is an unfortunate part of many manufacturing jobs, as well as a static and less aesthetically pleasing environment. It's mere common sense that humans are happier and more productive when in a picturesque environment, such as outdoor areas. And while manufacturing can involve the outdoors, it's not a pretty landscape that surrounds workers. Instead, workers can feel like cogs in a machine themselves with little fulfillment. This is not the case for all manufacturing jobs or all workers, but certainly it does affect quite a few manufacturing workers. Number 3. Social work, 14.8%. Social workers are there to help others. They are usually empathetic, caring individuals who think they'll get no further enjoyment and fulfillment from life than when assisting others. However, many who go into the industry need help themselves, at least when it comes to mental illness. Social workers have a very high rate of depression, 14.8%, as indicated by insurance claims. And it may be because they help others more than they help and care for themselves. The whole industry focuses on client health and care, which means direct interaction with members of the public on a daily basis.
Number 2.
Real estate, 15.5%. Real estate agents may seem happy, but only because they have to be. Real estate agents are constantly working in a target-driven environment and make a large portion of their income from commission. As such, they must constantly deal with everyone, however rude and ignorant, with a smile on their faces. Agents also have to work with people who are picky, don't know what they want, and who may back out of deals. This stressful career can have big rewards, but it can also lead to depression and financial issues.
Number 1.
Public transit, 16.2%. No surprise here. Public transit drivers have the number 1 highest rate of depression of all the jobs researched by insurance in this study. Drivers have to deal with rude, insensitive, and even drunk members of the public each and every day. They have to manage those who refuse to pay, who are belligerent, and who are violent towards them. In fact, there have been many cases of assault upon unsuspecting bus drivers. Public transit drivers perform a vital service for all and often have to deal with these problem passengers and long hours. On top of all of that, they must drive the same routes all day long with little chance to even get out and stretch their legs.